Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says fourth industrial revolution has the strength to drive irreversible positive change in India. Cyclone Titli claims 7 lives in Srikakulam, Andhra Pradesh and 6 in Ganjam, Odisha. Rescue and relief operations in full swing in affected areas. Met Department predicts more rainfall in next 24 hours. Finance Minister says direct tax collection increased by 15 to 20% annually in the last 4 years. Malaysian government decides to abolish capital punishment. In Para-Asian Games, Sharad Kumar wins gold in high jump at Jakarta today. In other events, India bags 4 silver, 8 bronze. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the fourth industrial revolution has the strength to drive irreversible positive change in India and will facilitate required speed and scale to work being done in the country. Speaking at the launch of the Centre for Fourth Industrial Revolution in New Delhi, Mr. Modi said the launch of this centre after San Francisco, Tokyo and Beijing opens the door to immense possibilities in the future. He said Industry 4.0 and the expansion of artificial intelligence will lead to better healthcare and reduce expenditure on health.
Artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, blockchain, big data और ऐसी तमाम नई तकनीकी में भारत के विकास को नई ऊंचाई पर ले जाने, रोजगार के लाखों नए अवसर बनाने और देश के प्रत्येक व्यक्ति के जीवन को बेहतर बनाने की क्षमता है.
The Prime Minister said it will also help farmers and prove beneficial in the areas of agriculture, transportation and smart mobility and other sectors. He said that for India this is not just an industrial transformation but a social transformation. He added that as work progresses in India in these areas, one of the targets is Solve for India, Solve for the World.
भारत सरकार स्किल इंडिया मिशन, स्टार्टअप इंडिया, स्टैंड अप इंडिया, अटल इनोवेशन मिशन जैसे कार्यक्रम चला रही है. हमारे देश का युवा बदलती हुई तकनीकों के लिए तैयार हो सके, उस पर पहले से काम किया जा रहा है.
The Prime Minister said the Digital India movement has brought data to the villages of India.
भारत में पिछले 4 साल में इंटरनेट कवरेज 75% से भी ज्यादा बढ़ी है. इन वर्षों में भारत सरकार के 3 लाख किलोमीटर से ज्यादा ऑप्टिकल फाइबर बिछाया है. इसी का परिणाम है कि जहां 2014 से पहले सिर्फ देश की 59 पंचायतें ही ऑप्टिकल फाइबर से जुड़ी थी, आज 1 लाख से भी ज्यादा पंचायतों तक ऑप्टिकल फाइबर पहुंच चुका है. बहुत जल्द हम देश की सभी 2.5 लाख पंचायतों को इस फाइबर से जोड़ने के लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने जा रहे हैं.
Rescue and relief operations are on in full swing in the cyclonic storm Titli hit coastal areas of Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. The National Disaster Response Force, NDRF, has deployed 14 teams in Odisha, 4 teams in Andhra and 3 teams in West Bengal, along with necessary rescue equipment. In Andhra Pradesh, 7 persons were killed due to rain-related incidents in Srikakulam district. In the Ganjam district of Odisha, 6 persons have been washed away in the current of a tributary of river Rushikulya. The storm Titli hit the coast early this morning at South Gopalpur of Odisha and near Palasa of Srikakulam district of Andhra Pradesh with a wind speed of 142 to 150 kilometers per hour. More than 3 lakh people have been shifted to multipurpose cyclonic shelters at different places in Odisha. As the cyclonic storm is moving towards West Bengal, heavy to normal rain is expected in Srikakulam and Vizianagaram districts in Andhra Pradesh. Fishermen have been advised not to venture into the sea.
After hitting Odisha coast, cyclonic storm Titli is gradually weakening. Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has reviewed the situation and directed all the collectors of coastal districts for rescue and relief operations. The ODRAF, NDRF and fire brigade teams are now removing fallen trees from roads at different places. Repair of electric substations and poles are being done on war food basis. Cooked foods are being provided to the people at multipurpose cyclone centers. Sudhanshu Dada for AIR from Bhubaneswar.
President Ramnath Kovind in a tweet said the entire nation is with the affected people and said local authorities and relief agencies will rise to the occasion to help fellow citizens. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said there has been 15 to 20% gradual increase in tax collections every year. Delivering the valedictory address at the 29th Conference of Accountants General in New Delhi today, Mr. Jaitley said due to strict compliance, the direct tax collection is increasing. He said when the NDA government came to power, the total number of people who filed income tax returns in the country was 3 crore 80 lakh. Mr. Jaitley said it has reached to 6 crore 86 lakh people in the last 4 years.
So from the day the Income Tax Act came into force till 2014, the number of people who got into the net, all these factors, the anti-black money measures, the formalization of the economy, the use of technology, the ability to detect transactions, the compulsion, the demonetization created by a lot of people to have deposit the monies in the bank, so they had to, in terms of taxation, account for it. And obviously the collections then will increase every year 15 to 20%.
External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj today held bilateral meeting with Tajikistan counterpart Sirojuddin Muhriddin in Dushanbe. During the meeting, the two leaders discussed stepping up bilateral ties in areas of science and technology, information technology, agriculture, defense and security, health and tourism. She also met Chief Executive of Afghanistan, Dr. Abdullah, on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization SCO meeting. Earlier, Ms. Swaraj reached the Tajikistan capital to attend a two-day SCO Heads of Government Council meeting. The BJP today accused Congress President Rahul Gandhi of spreading lies in the country on the Rafale aircraft deal. Talking to media in New Delhi today, party spokesman Sambit Patra said Mr. Gandhi is using series of lies on the issue and making a mockery of Indian polity and unity. He said the Supreme Court has asked no question on price and other technical specifications of the Rafale deal.
We stand with the Supreme Court, which has said that on the price of Rafale, we will not be inquiring. We stand with the Air Chief Marshal when he categorically states that Rafale is a game changer. And we do not stand with the falsities propagated by Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Earlier, Congress President Rahul Gandhi had alleged corruption in the Rafale deal. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi, Mr. Gandhi said his party had demanded constitution of a JPC into the matter. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website news.air.nic.in. Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Thawarchand Gehlot today said the government is keen to eradicate manual scavenging on a time-bound basis. Addressing the 6th meeting of the Central Monitoring Committee to review the implementation of the prohibition of employment as manual scavengers, the minister said the government is implementing a self-employment scheme for the rehabilitation of identified manual scavengers, under which one-time cash assistance, skill development training and loan subsidy will be provided for their rehabilitation. Mr. Gehlot said so far over 13,000 manual scavengers have been identified in 13 states. Textiles Minister Smriti Irani today said that anybody who is speaking out on their sexual harassment experiences should not be shamed, victimized or mocked. Her statement comes as the Me Too movement gains momentum across the country. Talking to media, Ms. Irani said women don't go to work to be harassed. She said they go to work to live their dreams and earn a respectable living. The minister expressed hope that women who are speaking out on their sexual harassment experiences will get the justice that they deserve. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana PMMY is a scheme launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on April the 8th, 2015 for providing loans up to 10 lakhs to the non-corporate, non-farm, small micro-enterprises. A simple housewife, Chandnaben Mede, lives with her husband and children in the Union Territory of Daman. Bank officials appraised her about the Prime Minister's Mudra Yojana. Here is a ground report from our Ahmedabad correspondent.
Chandanaben Mede, a simple housewife, wanted to start her own tea stall. With the help of Mudra loan, she started her own business and set up a tea stall near Sea Coast area of Daman. Now she is earning around 6,000 rupees per month. Now she is able to use the additional income for the education expenses of her children. Her husband is also assisting in her business.
मेरा नाम चंदना प्रफुल्ल मेंढे है. मुझे ये लाड़ी मिली हुई है मुद्रा योजना से मुझे ये फायदा हुआ कि मुझे लोन नहीं भरना पड़ रहा है। मुझे महीने में पैसा भरना पड़ता है। इस पे 55,000 का लोन मिला है, तो इससे थोड़ा सा क्या कंपनी से अच्छा है। मैं और अपना हस्बैंड दोनों मिलके चलाते हैं। दूसरा क्या है, एक लड़का है, मेरा लड़का पढ़ाई, उसका खर्चा सब निकल जाके थोड़ा कुछ बच जाता है।
The standard of living of Chandanaben Mede's family has improved. She wants to provide better education for her children. She is now very much happy with bank and is grateful to the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana scheme. Bharat Devmani, EIR News, Ahmedabad.
In Rajasthan, the number of Zika positive cases has reached 32 as 3 more persons were found positive with the virus in Jaipur today. Along with it, many more cases of swine flu, scrub, typhus, dengue and other seasonal diseases have been detected in large numbers. Meanwhile, one more central team reached Jaipur today to tackle the situation. In Malaysia, the cabinet today decided to abolish the death penalty. Communications and Multimedia Minister Gobind Singh Deo said the government decided to scrap capital punishment following strong domestic opposition to the practice. Malaysia's Lawyers for Liberty rights group said death penalty is barbarous and unimaginably cruel. It said once the death penalty is scrapped, Malaysia will have the moral authority to fight for the lives of Malaysians facing death sentences abroad. Capital punishment in Malaysia is currently mandatory for murder, kidnapping, possession of firearms and drug trafficking, among other crimes. In Egypt, a military court today sentenced 17 Islamic militants to death for their involvement in deadly attacks on Christians. The court in the Mediterranean city of Alexandria also issued life sentences to 19 defendants and sentenced another 9 to 15 years in prison. An Egyptian rights lawyer has said military prosecutors had accused the defendants of belonging to the Islamic State group and plotting attacks against Christian churches and security forces. India has expressed concern over proposed changes to formula for dividing UN peacekeeping bill. The United States and European Union are proposing significant changes to tally each UN member state's share of peacekeeping financing. This issue was raised by the US and EU during a session of the General Assembly's Administrative and Budgetary Committee. India raised concerns at the efforts by delegations to introduce the element of maximum ceiling in the peacekeeping scale. First Secretary in the Permanent Mission of India to the UN, Mahesh Kumar, said at the session yesterday that the peacekeeping scale must continue to clearly reflect the special responsibilities of the permanent members of the Security Council for the maintenance of peace and security. The BSE Sensex today slumped over 750 points to end at a 6-month low, and NSE Nifty ended below the 10,300 mark as global indices witnessed big losses. The rupee appreciated 8 paise to end 74 rupees 12 paise against the US dollar. India clinched 13 medals, 1 gold, 4 silver and 8 bronze in the Asian Para Games at Jakarta today. In men's high jump T42-63 category, Sharad Kumar smashed 2 records to snare a second successive gold. The silver was claimed by Varun Bhati and the bronze went to Thangavelu Mariappan. The other 3 silver medals came in javelin throw, track and field events. Other 7 bronze medals came in javelin throw, track and field events and swimming. In the medals tally, India is in the 9th position. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu has said the world community must come together to ensure that economic offenders are extradited from their countries of refuge and taken to task. Addressing the gathering at the Platinum Jubilee celebrations of the Tamil Chamber of Commerce in Chennai this evening, he said no one should dare to defraud people, investors and customers and then leave the country. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Fourth Industrial Revolution has the strength to drive irreversible positive change in India. Cyclone Titli claims 7 lives in Srikakulam, Andhra Pradesh and 6 in Ganjam, Odisha. Rescue and relief operations in full swing in affected areas. Met Department predicts more rainfall in next 24 hours. Finance Minister says direct tax collection increased by 15 to 20% annually in the last 4 years. Malaysian government decides to abolish capital punishment. And in Para-Asian Games, Sharad Kumar wins gold in high jump at Jakarta today. In other events, India bags 4 silver, 8 bronze. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.